I guarantee you've never heard this study technique before. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you exactly what it is and how you can use it to ace every single one of your exams. Hello everyone, my name is Elliot Nicolo, and today we're going to be going through the immersion technique, which is something I don't think a lot of people have actually heard of. Therefore, I'm hoping I can tell you all about it so that you can use it for your exams. So let's go through what the immersion technique actually is. The immersion technique is a way of basically immersing yourself inside the subject or topic that you're trying to learn or revise or study. It's thinking about that subject every single hour of your day and in your normal life, and not just interacting with that subject in your lessons in school. Let's say I have a physics exam coming up and I just sit down to study. I take out one of my books and I put it on the table. Pause. This book has an area which is based on its length and its width. This book exerts a force on the table in which I placed it on. That force is determined by the mass times the gravitational field strength of Earth. And right now, that book is not falling through the table because there's a normal reaction force preventing it from falling. This is an amazing example of the immersion technique. It's not revision, it's not actively trying to learn something. It's using what you've already learned in your daily life so that you understand it better. It's all well and good going into lesson and learning about a topic or a subject, but if you don't understand how that topic works in real life practice, you'll never be able to apply that topic into, for example, an application question in an exam. It will feel foreign to you, just something that you're regurgitating in order to get the marks. But will you actually understand what you're putting down? Because the more you understand it, probably the more marks you'll get. Let me give you another example. Say you're sick and you're lying in bed, really tired. You can't revise. Oh no. And your body starts heating up. You start getting a fever. Naturally, what I want you to think about is why your body is heating up. It's a response to a sickness that is inside of your body. Your body temperature is increasing so that the bacteria or whatever is making you sick isn't capable to survive in conditions that your body is producing. Maybe you have a cold and you're sniffling and a lot of snot is coming up in your you have a lot of snot in your nose. You think, oh, my body's producing histamines, which is making me release a lot of snot. These histamines are to counteract the sickness that is in my body. I haven't done biology in a while, but I feel like that was kind of correct. You should just be thinking about your subjects in your natural daily lives, and that will help you be able to apply those subjects into your exam questions and exam papers much better. Now, this is easy and hard for different types of subjects. For example, if you're studying a language subject, then it's just so easy to do. Just speak in that language in your head. Say, I'm lying down in French. Start studying, pull out a livre. Yeah, I did GCSE French, guys. For other subjects, it is much more difficult. For example, maybe English literature. How are you going to immerse that into your daily life? One example may be you see an object and you think of a quote from a poem you've read. So you recite that quote and therefore you remember it better. And therefore you can recite that quote in your exam because you're able to recall it more because you've recalled it before, even in just normal situations in your daily life. Now, let me name some downsides to using this technique because it doesn't really work all the time. One bad thing about this technique is that if you don't actually know or understand the subject or topic that you're thinking of or trying to immerse yourself into, then you'll start remembering things that are incorrect. For example, let's go back to putting a book on the table in terms of physics. If you've heard something wrong in your lesson or you didn't understand something your teacher said in the lesson, so when you put your book down, you say, oh, there's a normal reaction force going upwards and the weight is going to the left. I don't know how you could come to that conclusion, but let's say you did. Then whenever you do that, you'll just be thinking that same thing. And then in your exam, you'll write that the weight goes to the left, even though weight is always going downwards. So there is a bit of a danger to immersing yourself into things that are actually incorrect, but you don't know that they're incorrect. So I guess one way to counteract this is to just make sure you're only immersing yourself into things that you're confident you understand, or things that you've just covered in class so they're fresh inside your head so you can't get them wrong. I hope you didn't hear that police car that has annoyingly interrupted my video. But yeah, that's basically that really useful technique. I'm definitely going to be using it a lot. I do physics, so I named some physics stuff. It's a bit more difficult for things like maths, which I also do maths and further maths. I don't know how I would actually apply that in terms of mathematics, but I hope it's something you've never heard of and therefore you start using. My name is Studiel, and I hope you subscribe after watching this video because I'm pretty sure that was a really good video. Like I think I deserve for you to subscribe right now and leave a like on this video and comment if you've ever heard this technique before, and if you have, sorry, but hopefully I reminded you of it and I'm getting used to it again.